So they are we? We're live. All right,
Hello,
guys.
no one.
No one yet. It's noon. We've got some bonus material tonight. We just got done streaming the next gen 2.5 1500 max buy-in
Savage Sundays. Love
Boom. What we have next is hour 2. Prior to Thanksgiving, we recorded like 3 cash games so that they could have something in case the stream went down while I was gone back to Minnesota for the holidays.
Makes sense.
And we over the phone fixed all the problems that we were having, and the stream never went down, so they never got to use them. But we have this material that we want to give to the crowd. So right now is hour 2 in a 1-2-5 game that we had. We're going to start off with the last hand that we ended with in hour 1. So with that, I'm just going to tap live stream. I'm going to press play, and we're going to go.
Let's go. Welcome back, guys. We got someone filtering in here, and I'm assuming many more to come. Welcome into the stream. Little late night bonus for you.
Now, what you will see, this is prior to us fixing the little glitches that we had in the equipment. So there will be little glitches here, but they're very few. I've edited out most of them.
Oh, yeah. And this looks like a great lineup. There in the 8th seat, we've got Mr. Jello from Next Gen Poker. And there in the 5th seat, we've got a emerging local legend, Mr. Nick 6, a.k.a. AC Nick.
AC Nick. He is quite a guy. He master mechanic. I didn't know that.
Wow. No, I didn't know that either.
Because my car blew up on the way down here, and he was telling me some stuff. So this is a great big hand. I'm going to go ahead and let this go through. We can turn up the table talk a little bit.
Yeah, let's do it. We got Mr. Jeep, who is a recognizable face around the room now. Seen him
Jeep
playing a lot lately.
Yeah.
He comes in with a 3-bet, and you know Nick's not going anywhere with those 2 8s. He's got to take a flop.
Now, the player in the 9 seat right there, his stack of chips came from flopping a better 8 than Nick had previous to this, and he got it all in. They both flopped 3 8s. He had a better kicker, and Nick is on his second $1,000 bullet.
Gotcha.
Just for some background.
And Jeep's not slowing down. This board's a little better for Nick's range than it is for his, but he's got that.
Yeah, he bets 175. Nick's known to be rather sticky. He jokes around that he has an 80 VPIP. He likes to see flops. It's no fun to fold. Captain Underpairs and Frank in the chat. What's happening, guys?
Oh, yeah. Nick's not going anywhere here. There's already going to be $600 in this pot.
Call with pocket 8s on a 9-7 deuce board to a pre-flop raiser who bet 100 pre.
Oh, I love it when you hit 3 8s on the turn.
I love it on the turn. It's about a third pot, just over a third pot. Now, Jeep looks down, does have the king of diamonds, and probably the best pair with 2 kings.
Yeah, he's definitely not going anywhere when you got that king of diamonds. Nick only has a little bit more than the pot left here on the turn, so this
we call that PSR?
SPR.
SPR, dang it.
Stack to pot ratio.
Yeah. I got to catch up on your cool kids' words.
Yeah, Nick fills up on the end here. No diamond, so any more money that Jeep puts in this pot is going to be going the other way.
Nick just auto ships.
Yeah, no doubt. And there was only about...
Like you said, it was half a pot.
Yeah, exactly. He's got half a pot bet left, and it's going to be hard for Jeep to get away from this. He's got even less than that. So it's going to be about 400 for him to win about 1.4K.
There's some good table talk.
Yeah, let's bump it up.
Nick telling all the truths.
Yeah, he is. Oh. Switches up gears there.
I just don't think I can fold here. I mean, I'm already in for... Yeah, it's a big pot. I know. If you got it, man, you got it. Call. All right, I got a boat.
Got a boat. So, Nick in the scoop, a huge one right off the bat there. Nick says that was a beautiful river, no doubt, my man.
Yeah, he was worried about that flush when that 8 came out.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously wasn't super worried as he continued to bet. But yeah, it's definitely in the back of your mind. Like, I don't have.
He almost grabbed that
nuts.
stack next to him.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was scooping all the chips. He almost grabbed that entire stack. From
Any
the
chips
fourth
in
seat.
sight. Vulnerable to get scooped.
See, here's the VPIP. In
Wow.
1 hour, he's at 88%.
Yeah.
Jeep down at 12%. He's actually wasn't playing very many hands at all. Gets kings and just gets punished.
Oh my gosh. And how painful is that whenever you're playing the 12%
Yeah.
VPIP and then the guy who's playing the 85%
Just gets there.
He's literally having to stand up to rake in all of your chips. And as you can see, guys, we've got this one stitched together here as we're going to have way less downtime.
We won't have all that shuffling and
Exactly.
pot counting. It's going to be fun.
Exactly.
This is just going to be a 1 hour stream from 11 o'clock to midnight.
No doubt. Thank you guys for joining us.
Have you been watching the points and the gambling going on?
Oh, yeah.
That's super fun.
I've been sweating it a little
Did
bit.
you give anybody points?
Oh, I didn't know that was an option.
That's an option. Hey, guys, anybody in the chat right now? I'm going to make sure there's nothing going on in this hand. Tran's got pocket sixes. Nick raises to 20 with pocket threes under the gun. Everybody's calling. This was a very high VPIP game.
No doubt. A lot of playable hands here this time, though. These are all very reasonable.
Tran 3 bets.
Yeah, and Tran coming in with the big squeeze. Interesting play. He raises to about half of his stack right here.
Mm-hmm.
So commits himself to the hand. It's going to be very interesting to see how the board comes out and how he progresses with that last 200. I'm guessing if it comes anywhere close to clean, he's just going to shove it in. And everyone else gets out of the way.
And Nick plays all parts of the deck. So to actually have a pair. 779. He just open rips.
Yeah, and this is going to be 200 into about 500. So now Nick's going to be getting about 3.5 to 1, which means he really only needs to be good here about 20% of the time.
Yep, he snap calls.
Yeah, he snap calls, and even when he's not good, you see he's got that 15% equity even against an overpair.
Might hit a 3.
Might hit a 3, no doubt. A 9 would also chop the pot for him.
Oh, yeah.
Well, a 9 and then a card over a 6.
Yeah, any card over a 6.
Yeah, very likely to be a chop.
Oh,
Whoa.
so he does have
And
3
there
pairs.
it is.
He runs it twice. Ends up losing both of them.
Yeah.
It to be expected. You get 6 against 3s, you're probably going to lose them both. Are they giveaway points? What? So in the chat, while she's dealing that out, I'm going to pop this up. And I'm going to go over here to loyalty, and I'm going to say add points to all viewers. Let's type in 100 for any late night viewers.
Let's go.
Bink. All right, guys, you just all got 100 chips. Oh, but I have to pull up our video again.
Boom, boom.
There we go. This is a recording. So the neat thing is, if we wanted to, we could stop it, analyze it, stuff like that. I don't think we're really going to need to, but it's an option if we want to.
See Poker Monkey immediately ripping it all in with those 100 points. Oh, get stacked. And
Gamble.
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry.
Down to 0.
In a half hour, I'll give everybody 100 more.
Let's go.
And then at the end of the hour, before we leave, I'll give everybody 100 more.
Love it. It's a nice little incentive.
I do that when
Stick
when
around.
we're streaming live. Every hour, I give them 100 points.
Gonna have to start implementing that. I know the chat will love it.
Super fun. It's some people it doesn't work with, and I have to find out why. Like some people go, "Hey, it didn't work," so I'll have to figure that out. And some people can't gamble, and some people can, and I don't know why. I'm brand new to this whole gambling thing on YouTube, so I have to figure it out. But it is a lot of fun while people are just waiting. You know, just something fun.
No doubt. See Big Brother scoop a pretty small one there with the pocket 9s.
Jack, like we alluded, his pre-flop raising at this table is 27%. Now, this is a smaller buy-in. It's basically a 1-2 game with the auto straddle on, so it's a 1-2-5 with 1,000 max buy-in. So it's smaller than the Savage Sunday that we just watched, which is a 2-5 with a 1,500. Katie in the box.
So is the mandatory straddle on the button or under the gun?
Under the gun. It's 1-2-5.
Okay,
It's
gotcha.
basically
Okay, it is
1-2-5
a 1-2-5
blinds.
game. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Can they straddle to 10 then, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay.
In this game they can't.
Oh, okay.
Because
Interesting.
it was supposed to be a 1-2 game. It was announced as a 1-2 game, and then some people wanted to play a bigger game, but then the people who had already signed up for the 1-2 game didn't want to play a 2-5 game, so we compromised and said 1-2-5, no straddling. Because the people playing 1-2 go, well, I don't want to play a 1-2-5, and then it goes 10, 20, 40, and now I'm playing a big game. That's something here at Poker House that we kind of cater to the recreational player, the lower stakes player. We give them a chance to have their minute of fame.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like on Monday, we have a 500 max buy-in 1-2. That one we do allow the straddles. But this specific game, it was a combination of players that signed up for 1-2 and players that wanted to play 2-5. So we said, let's make it a 1-2-5, split the difference between 500 and 1,500, $1,000 max, no straddling. Let's just keep it friendly.
Yeah, perfect. And I love that where you're able to just kind of be flexible with the game styles as the players want. You know, I know, like when you go to the casinos, they're so rigid with what they can and can't do.
They're big corporations where the live stream is kind of my baby, and they give me a lot of latitude to do what I want that's best for the players. That's really my biggest concern is, are the players happy and are the viewers happy?
And we see Nick here has made the straight.
He's
Gets a little bit on the turn and then gets a fold on the river, but scoops another nice little pot ski.
So they're joking about it because Jack and Nick showed up. They both showed up late, and it was kind of a where do you want to sit type thing. And they're joking that, man, if Jack sat in Nick's spot, he would have won all these. And Jack said, I don't think I would have been playing all these hands to the river.
Yeah,
You know, I wouldn't
Nick
have- I
had the
wouldn't have
10-7
gotten
offsuit
there,
on that one. Probably Jello wouldn't have been in
He's
there.
like, yeah, no, it's not a matter of just sitting in the right spot. It's a matter of playing properly.
Yeah, and there you see those VPIPs.
Yeah, see, this is a much looser, more passive game. So there's a lot of calling pre-flop. So a lot of calling.
This is Jello opening it up under the gun. Goes to 20 over the $5 Mando straddle. And gets several calls here.
I love that.
Heads up.
Yeah, we're 6-way to the flop, and he goes, so are we heads up or what's going on here?
Yeah, there's 6 ways, Jack, and there is 120 bucks in this pot already. And Nick has flopped an open ender. He's got 25% equity, which is actually the most. Jello has top. He's going to make a C-bet. And Adrian actually has the exact same hand as Jello. They both have backdoor flush draws as well to the nuts.
Right.
Adrian's would be to a one-liner if he were to hit 2 more clubs, so that's a little bit relevant. Sorry about that.
We're good. Tight quarters.
Yeah, and you know Nick is not going anywhere with that open ender. He's going to need to see an ace or a 6. Oh, and there it is.
Did I mention this is the Nick show?
This is the Nick show.
This is the Nick show.
First pitch right there. He drills it, leads right out,
Yep.
and this puts Jello and Adrian both in pretty interesting predicaments.
Yeah, they both have top pair, top kicker against a guy with an 89% VPIP. How do you fold
sure.
to him?
It's true. To be fair, the VPIP number can be deceiving, as we saw a little bit earlier with Mr. Regis, where he was raising some really strong hands, and then you get like a little deception from him playing so many hands. Playing the hand and then playing the hand aggressively are 2 different things.
Yes. So Jack calls 200. Adrian goes all in for an extra nickel. They both make the call.
Yeah. And now Jello probably knows his
Here's a little bit of a glitch. Remember when we used to have that problem? I immediately fixed it back then.
Yeah, awesome. And now it's a matter of, can Nick get any more money out of Jello? Wow, he snap calls.
Well, Nick bets 100 and Jack Jello raises it to
Raises to
250.
250.
He's got top 2 with the nut. You know, I mean, he's got top pair, top kicker. Mm-hmm. The only thing that beats him is like what 2-4, 4-7.
I mean, you're beat by other 2 pairs, like
well,
8-6 or 8-5, which I wouldn't put it past
Yeah.
Nick at all to have
Right,
those.
right.
But yeah, you're right. Your hand looks pretty strong, and maybe Jello's thinking that Nick just has a worse 8 than him a lot of the time. For sure. Just took me by surprise a little bit. Very thin raise on the end there.
Yeah.
I thought he would be pretty concerned after it was Nick lead. He calls, the other guy calls, and then now Nick leads again.
Yep.
He looks pretty strong.
Just so here.
Yeah, Nick going for the color up. That's always nice.
That's always fun.
Means things are going pretty well.
You know what's really fun? The quality of the video we just broadcast an hour ago compared to the one we had a month ago. It's so much better.
So much clearer.
Now. We cleaned up so much stuff in our video.
Yeah, dude, we were getting a lot of nice feedback from the chat tonight about the quality of the stream.
The profile pictures are way better than they were. There's so much
better.
evolution.
Look at Jello's
that we've
picture
done.
right now. It's horrible.
Yeah,
Looks like a mugshot.
You can't see who it is. You know, it's We've improved our stream so much in the last 2 months.
Oh yeah, we're rolling, dude. And doesn't matter what the profile pic looks like when you got 2 kings in the hole. And we've got Nick with the 5-3 suited. He's not one to let go of a hand like that.
He
but
finally does.
Yeah, 180, just a little bit too much. And let's see if either one of these other guys are feeling frisky.
And it's funny because this guy is named TH. But it says he's in the 6th seat, so it says 6th. And it just threw me for a while. I'm like, why is his name 6th?
Gotcha. Okay, so as you can see, guys, we're just shifting directly from the end of that hand into the next one, so you don't have to wait for all that downtime. And we are right back into the action immediately with Jeep raising it up. He's got the ace-queen offsuit from under the gun.
Nick with another pocket pair.
Oh, yeah. Good-looking hand. And we're going to be heads up. So Jeep whiffs. And you know Nick's going to hang on tight, but I don't blame Jeep at all for betting here. This is really a value bet.
Yeah.
Expects Nick's
small
to
bet.
continue.
60 in the pot. He bets 20.
Yeah. That makes sense to me because you only have ace high and you're trying to get called by worse hands. So makes some sense. And now it goes check, check. Oh,
Jeep does
Jeep
get through on the
bangs it
river.
on the end, yeah.
Yeah. And Nick is kind of, like I said, he's sticky. And he will he'll call off with 3rd pair. You know, if he's just, you have to show him the best hand if you want to win.
No doubt. And he did call down right there. I think that Jeep took a really good line and picked good sizings in that one. He goes 50 on the end. Nick doesn't hesitate before looking him up and gets pretty close to max value for his hand, I think. And we're straight into the next hand. And no, this is not just a highlight reel.
No, this
of
is
Mr.
hand
Nick.
after hand.
Yeah, this is hand after hand, exactly. But he's in there again with another playable hand. 3-betting it up. And now getting shoved on by a very comfortable stack size. He's very happy, I'm sure, to just call this off and run out the 5 cards. He says, snap call.
150 to call. Oh, I'm up 1,500 right now on this buy-in. Easy call.
Yeah, and already into this hand for 75.
Yeah. With King 10 suited. 2 full boards.
You know, play nice, give TH a chance to get his money back. Bricks on the first one, so Nick needs a king or a 10 to win half of this pot.
Chop it up.
Or a jack.
Or jack.
Oh, and there it is. And the jack of hearts was no good either, so. Big card on the end to split that pot. And I saw what you mean there with the sixth seat and then the TH. Yeah, it threw me off too for a second.
Yeah, 6th. Why is he the 6th? If you notice, in recent broadcasts, I took away the seat number. We have their picture now, so we really don't need the seat number because I can see who it is.
Sure.
Before it would be like Jeep, which one is Jeep? And that's why we would need the numbers, the seat numbers. Now I've got their picture, so we don't need that, so I've removed it. Makes it a little cleaner to watch. You probably didn't even notice.
No, not really.
Okay. Yeah.
Not really, but I mean, I'm definitely noticing them right now that they're added back. It also is like a little bit strange that they're on the same line as the right next to their
Two
name.
loop,
Yeah,
8 jack.
exactly.
Yeah. Frank finished 10th, or Cup finished 10th today with 140 entries in the afternoon tournament.
Let's go.
I wonder what he's talking about. Are you talking about Cup? Did you finish 10th today in the 10K guarantee? We had more than 140. That's pretty close. I mean, he's rounding probably. But yeah, we crushed that 10K guarantee.
Let's go.
We had like $16,000, $4,000 up top, I think, something like that.
Nice. That's awesome.
It was really
Congratulations, Mr. Underpairs.
paid out 15 places. I think he probably got, $250 or $300 for 10th place. 10th to 15th all played the same thing. So Luke, they are playing the 7 deuce game. Jack has top pair with kind of a trash kicker, but he bets 45. Luke makes it 130. And Jack's been having kind of a bad day. 340. Okay, yeah, so better than he does fold the ace. They show the 7 deuce.
It's pay off, my guy.
And everybody throws him $10.
Oh, yeah.
And Jack's like, God, I can't believe I just folded to this guy. Boom.
6 raised, 20, 7 fold, 8 fold, 9 call.
Were you in for one bullet cup? $125 plus the add-on? Did you do the add-on?
3 fold,
I'm normally not a fan of add-ons, but it's a 30K starting stack to start the tournament for $125, and it was a 25K add-on at the break for $50. So mathematically, it was a really good deal.
4 check.
And then you played Crazy Pineapple. It was a good day for poker at Poker House Dallas.
Yeah, we had a great stream tonight, too. The Savage Sunday stream.
I can't wait to watch that.
Oh, yeah. It went off very smoothly. Had a good time here in the booth. A lot of interaction in the chat. A lot of fun plays to watch. And some super chats heading our way for the first time.
That's fun. Yeah.
First time for me, anyway.
No, it just started Wednesday. I think I enabled that,
Nice, that's great.
and it was really fun.
Might see some updates come in down the road.
Yeah.
Getting some help from the chat.
Yep. And it's really exciting. I don't know how to do that yet, but
How to cash it out?
Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on, and I'm super hoping that I don't get charged for all these points I'm giving away. I think that's just fun. Because every half hour I'm giving away points. I'm like, man, I don't know how this works. I hope YouTube doesn't charge me for all this.
I mean, it seems like it must be
It's just
free.
for fun.
Yeah, it's just for fun.
I hope so. Eddie Bat just woke up from a nap. I miss
Go. I miss you. Is that what you said?
Yeah, he did show up yesterday, and I had to do the whole stream by myself, which was a really good stream. And then he didn't show up today. Normally, fix the overhead flop cam and cam 3. This is
No, from earlier.
this is the old one.
It was from earlier. The overhead is
Oh,
tilted.
was it bad?
Yeah, it's...
Really? Okay, I'll have
Yeah.
to go check it out.
5, bet 55.
All right, so got a three-way pot right here, and Mr. TH has just flopped the actual stone cold nuts.
Wow.
Jack's got bottom 2, and Nick's got middle pair.
And
So-
Nick leads out with 1% equity. He needs a jack to chop it. Or I guess like 5-5 for a full house. So yeah, he needs 5-5 to win it.
Yeah.
165.
All right, we'll check that out, Eddie.
Yeah, and he finds out the bad news here as TH swoops in with the raise immediately.
Yeah.
Jello, a.k.a. Jack, finds himself in a tough spot with a bet and raise in front of him. But because of TH's stack size, I think he's pretty comfortable just go ahead and going with his hand.
No flushes.
Yeah, he doesn't love seeing that card, but when TH only has 70 bucks left,
Yeah, what do you do?
what do you do? Find out the bad news right here that you have 7% equity. You need to pair your
And
queen or your 10
the
again.
Queen of Hearts and the 10 of Hearts were both mucked. So he only had 2 live outs. I did not commentate by myself the entire time. Cup was in here for the first half hour.
Gets
So
ya.
he did call me out there.
Calls you
I was
out.
not alone the entire time.
An oversight by you,
Yes,
Mr. Eric,
yes.
knowing that this is one of the guys watching the show.
Oh, he's
That's funny.
I think he watches the most. I think that I've got like 3 viewers who watch every stream.
Yeah, I see Mr. Underpairs in there frequently. Great friend of the stream. We actually missed him earlier. I don't remember seeing you, Underpairs. He must have been in that tournament still.
4 check.
Okay, and
Nick
we see...
flopping.
Yeah, Nick
top
flopping
pair,
top pair, but
but
Tran flopping
Tran-
bottom set.
Yeah, he's way behind. He's gonna lose a bunch of chips on this one, I would guess.
Okay, so Jeep has malicious plans.
Yeah. Because he thinks he's going to steal it from Nick, who's way too active just from watching.
Yeah.
Like, this guy can't always have it. In this situation, he does have it.
Yeah.
And Jeep's way behind.
If it was me, my plan of attack against someone like Nick would be more so that I want to have it.
Yeah, yeah.
As opposed to, like,
I'm not
trying to beat him in
you
the don't
know
have
you're
it
not going to
game.
bluff him.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you're never going to bluff him off a hand. I just want to have it and then value bet it.
For sure. For sure. And Nick is stoked to get action from a hand like that.
Yeah.
But this time he has run into a buzzsaw.
Yep. He's drawing dead.
Yeah, and he's got top pair, so it's going to be hard to get away from this.
Having a bad kicker might help him.
It could. It could.
Especially when Tran...
Tran raised the flop and then now bets again on the turn. Pretty healthy sizing.
Yeah.
It's about 400 in the pot, and he bets.
Almost full pot bet, like 75%.
Yeah, and he's got 440 back, so if Nick calls here, it's going to be really hard to get away unless the river is just a big scare card.
I'd be impressed if Nick calls, or excuse me, if Nick folds, because he does.
Oh, wow.
He gets away from it. That
Great
is
fold.
unlike Nick.
That is
He
a
has
great,
top pair.
great fold right there.
Nice.
Yeah, and that just shows you that he has multiple gears,
Yeah,
and you can pull up that VPIP number and see, oh, he's playing 80% of his hands, but there's still logic going into the decisions about what is this guy representing at this point, and able to get away. That's a great fold right there by Nick.
8 fold, 9 call, 1 fold.
Saves himself probably $700.
Yeah, because if you call 300 right now, you're calling 400 on the river for
That's
sure.
exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
6 fold.
Cup says he don't care about no kickers, and
Yeah, and then says, no way.
yeah.
Yeah, no way. He gets away.
Now Nick flops top pair, Tran flops gut shot and flush draw.
Oh, yeah. Juicy flop for Tran. And this is the very next hand here, so a little bit of a dynamic between these two guys. I'm not sure if Nick saw Tran's hand in that previous one and knows that he made a good fold.
Ooh,
Oh,
Tran
boy.
does hit it.
5 check.
Now Tran's got a little more juice in the tank here. Now he's got over $1,000 in the stack, and
Checks around to Luke with the second nut flush draw, drawing dead. 80 in the pot. He's going to lead out for 50.
3 call, maybe 4 call.
Now Nick's like, man, can I ever call here? Am I ever good?
5 call.
He does call.
calls one time, but you can tell he's very suspicious.
4 check.
Oh, wow. 3 sevens.
5 bet.
Yeah, now it's going to be tough to... Oh,
2 fold.
Tran's just going to call, I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
the board pairs.
Yeah.
So you're not super happy with the flush.
Ah, Nick goes,
But
dang
yeah.
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? I got trips.
Yeah, and that sucks because I think that on the previous street he was suspicious, but when you make trips,
It just looked too good.
yeah, exactly. So
Regis and Nick on Friday's game. Regis is locked in for Friday. Kim Hayden, Rick Alvarado. So Friday is our quote-unquote big game.
Oh, yeah.
That's where we can match the stack instead of capping it at 1,500. We had a lot of chips in play last Friday.
yeah, John was telling us about it on our previous stream.
Because every time somebody won $1,000, 3 other people would just match up to it,
Wow.
you know, and so it was hard to keep a track of who was ahead and who was behind because everybody kept topping off their chips.
Sure. You have to set up some kind of system for them to
Yeah.
call out what they're doing. Oh, this is going to be a big pot in
big
some
hand.
way right here.
Nick's got 8-8.
Yep.
TH has ace jack. Big brother has ace king. Luke has ace king. Jack's in there with a jack 8 under the gun. He's going to let it go. Everybody's sharing each other's out, so Nick's really in good shape with 2 8s right now.
Yeah, that's a great point, and we can see those equity numbers. The ace kings only have about 10 to 15%, whereas Nick has almost half of the equity.
250.
Of course, the ace kings don't know that, so they're going to be going to town here. And with their stack sizes only being around $500 and $800, $900 for Luke, I'm expecting that all of this money is probably going to go in.
Yeah, effective is, less than $700, which is a
5 call.
That was before, or that's after Luke makes the 4-bet to 250 though.
Oh,
I think he
right.
has about 900
Yeah.
to start.
883.
Quick math right there.
Yeah, boom.
So Nick cold calls, and now it's going to be up to Big Brother. Oh, he just decides to call. I thought he was going to rip it in there for sure. He's only got 260 back. But he's just going to call and see a flop, which is going to be all bricks. Nick still has the best hand, so if he can make it to showdown here, which I would think he's going to when there's less than a pot bet left.
5 bet 50.
Yeah, and he leads out, so
7 call.
a really good size, too, to get
Yeah.
called by Ace King, actually.
Yeah, it's super hard to fold ace king for $50 into $800 pot.
For sure, and he gets him to hang around, makes himself an extra $100 right there on that bet.
I love it. He's like, well, now what do I do?
Yeah, it feels like he's still liking his hand for sure. Another little tricky bet, 75, and he's going to get looked up by Ace King again.
They've got a 10% chance of winning.
Yeah, and Luke folds. I thought he was going to call too.
It's a good fold. The 10 of hearts brings home a backdoor flush, but Nick is still happy with his hand.
Yeah, and he snuck Big Brother into this pot all the way to the end, and now Big Brother only has $130. And there's over 1,000 in the pot.
He's like, well, this hand sucks, but
no doubt.
you know.
He's probably wishing he just ripped it in pre-flop.
Yeah, and then see all 5 cards, run it twice maybe, you know, have a chance at it.
For sure.
So frustrating.
You got to see 5 cards, but now you might not get to see Nick's cards. Even though you're getting about 12 to 1.
He's like, I got a
pain.
fold. That's so rough. He reaches into his pocket. He's like, oh, this stupid game.
And Nick picked the perfect bet sizings against his opponent's hands right there.
75, you know, 10% of the pot.
For sure. Just dragged them along the entire way. Got himself an extra $175 picking those sizings.
That was fun.
9 raised to 25. 1 fold. 2 fold.
We are going to see more hands in this 60 minutes than we would normally see, just because I cropped out all of the shuffling and dealing and counting chips and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that's nice.
we're going to see about an hour and 20 minutes of play.
No, this is something different. This is a dealer tip thing. It's a tip game.
Yeah.
It's a tip game.
Oh, boy. So we've got Tran.
Wow. Ace, queen, king, 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 queen.
5 call.
Yeah, Tran comes in with a 3-bet here, and Nick's on the button. You know he's not going anywhere.
Ace, queen's a monster.
Yeah, only a matter of whether he was going to cold call or 4-bet. And he does decide to call, which might keep Gerardo in the pot.
2 fold.
Nope.
Gerardo was pretty tight.
Yeah,
He
he was.
doubled up early against Nick, and then he just locked down his chips.
4 check.
Oh, boy. Tran flops top set. Nick's got a gut shot. And Tran checks, gives Nick a freebie. He does whiff on this one.
4 bet. 150.
He's going to need a 10 and only a 10.
5 call.
But Tran has made it much cheaper for Nick to see all 5 cards here by checking on the flop.
Now Nick's in this situation that Big Brother was, where he has a great hand, but he whiffs every street. And he just, I guess I have to fold now.
Yeah, and Tran comes 250 on the end here. Very reasonable.
Yeah.
Nick shows his cards and slides them into the muck. But to his credit, he got to see all 5 of them there, which is an accomplishment. Tran helping him out by giving him a freebie to see the turn.
Hoping an ace came out.
Yeah.
4 fold. 5 call. 6 fold.
Jeep with a real hand under the gun, making it $25.
7 call. 8 fold. 9 call. 5 clear.
Nick, he's in there with a 9-5 off.
7 check.
And he flops a gut shot,
1 check.
which gives him 33% equity. Even though he does not have the best hand right now, he has the best chance to win.
9, a 5, 7.
7.
9 fold.
And still not much of anything. Big Brother has the best hand and does bet with it. He's got the pocket 4s there. Feeling a little emboldened whenever the board pairs. Makes it a little less likely your opponents have those bigger pairs.
Yeah, everybody checks around. If Skullbone finds this stream, he'll go nuts. I don't know who Skullbone is.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is either. You guys that are with us right now, click that like button for us.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate that.
Like, share, subscribe.
So Nick calls on the turn, and then Big Brother comes again on the end here. Seems like on the turn he's like betting for value and to protect his hand, and then on the end maybe decides to turn it into a bluff.
We're in that half-hour mark. Let's give away some.
Oh yeah, give these boys some points.
100 for everybody still watching. There
Appreciate
you go,
y'all
guys.
being with us tonight. Little bonus coverage after Savage Sunday.
And this is only, like I said, it's a 1-hour video. As soon as it's done, I will give everybody another 100 points, whoever's sticking around.
7 raised, 25, 8 fold, 9 fold. 1 fold, 3 fold. 5 fold.
Skull is from another live stream that he used to participate in. Okay. I know a Skull Mike down at the lodge, but is that the same guy?
This is Skullbone, his brother.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Adrian flops an open-ender backdoor flush draw. Nick flops middle pair. Big Brother with the ace and the ace.
Oh yeah.
Adrian's going to rip it with her open-ender. Nick's going to fold. Big Brother's going to call with 2 aces. And Jeep is as cute as King Queen is. You can't call a rip and a call.
Yeah, he lets it go. And Adrian's going to need to,
Tray or an 8.
yeah, make her straight here.
Ace gives Big Brother 3 aces.
Oh,
but it's no
and
good.
she drills it.
No good.
Let's go, Adrian.
Whee!
Gets the full double plus a little.
She's up to 500. I think she bought in for 500, got down to nothing, and then built it back up to 500
She's
again.
up $2 now.
Whee! Let's go.
Tip your cage staff on the way out, $2.
Cup lost another 1,000 points.
Yeah, I feel like he's being a little reckless right now. He went on like a little heater, and then all of a sudden the points are just flying.
Yeah, I was like, how did he get so many points? I don't give away that many points.
Yeah, a little ouch from Frank. I'm sure Cup appreciates that empathy there.
So Brother makes it 50 with the ace 4 in the cutoff. Jack calls with pocket 8s. And it's going to fold around. It's going to be heads up.
Yeah, and Jello still has the best hand, and he's got position. Big Brother has the initiative, so let's see if Jello can hang on tight and figure out a way to get to showdown.
He's got third pair. I always think somebody has a jack. It just seems like if I bet and somebody calls, they call me with a jack. Somebody always has a jack. Just feels like that.
Yeah, especially when it is
He
Jack
does fold.
himself.
Yeah, Jack. Jack's like, well, this game's horrible.
But no Jack
Good
for
bet by
Jack.
Big Brother.
Yeah, the C-bet takes it down. Jello forced to fold the third pair. I do think if he had have called there, I would expect Big Brother to give up
Yeah.
and let Jello go to showdown, but
Just float one time, but it's hard to float with third pair.
for sure. He also probably gives Big Brother quite a bit of respect for raising and c-betting. Doesn't, if I had to guess, I would think Jello would not expect him to have an ace-4
Oh, yeah,
offsuit.
ace 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not even in his range. Nick
Oh
Morgan
boy, yeah, that is
in the
not me.
chat.
That is a sneaky boy who has been impersonating
Should we give some
me
points?
and my buddies. give him. You could just give him points for the max effort on the
I
troll
love it.
job.
I love it. Nick, I'm going to give you some points.
Let's go.
Loyalty.
Yeah. What other stream rewards you for trolling them?
Oh, I can't find him. That's the other thing is, some people are not in the chat, and I don't know why. So like I'll say, add points to all viewers, and they're not in here, and I don't know if they have to subscribe or if they have to be viewing or what the algorithm is. But some people I can't find them in here, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Something I'll have to figure out. I'll have to Google that. All right, let's check out this action. Adrian 3 bets to 60. Big brother calls, Jack calls. So Jack must have raised to 30. Luke called. Adrian 3 bet. Every 4-way to the flop with Adrian with middle pair flush draw. Luke with an under pair to the board. Great flop for Adrian.
Oh, yeah. And you can see that with no one having an ace, she's got the equity on lockdown here.
Yeah.
But can she get any more money?
No, Luke needed the 9 of diamonds, and they're going to be friends and show everybody.
Yeah, she shows the goods.
Yeah.
Takes it down. And that $500 buy-in has now become $700.
712. Let's go. I like recreational players. They tip so well.
See, Nick's got another pair here. You know he's going to be in the mix.
5 raised.
Nick 6 in the mix.
Makes it 25 with a pair of 4s.
7 call.
Okay.
8 call. 9 fold. 1 fold. 2 fold.
The problem with cropping out all the dead air is I don't have time to talk to the people in the chat. Because
Yeah.
we just go from hand to hand to hand.
Yeah, no doubt.
3 raised.
And this specific lineup, we're going 5-6 ways to every flop.
Yeah, this is great action. You see Nick decides to come in with the raise as opposed to the limp. A little bit surprised by that. He does get 3 bet, and you know he's not going anywhere. So this is going to be at least heads up multi-way, heads up 3 bet pot, and might go multi-ways. Probably not with these
What
2
is
hands behind
brother
him. but-
thinking about with an 8-5 off early position, calling 25 and then double downing on his
Yeah, dude,
bad
just snaps
play.
for 50 more.
boom?
Maybe
What-
Jello should rethink whether he could have ace 4 offsuit.
Is 5-8 his favorite hand? Is that
I don't
what's
know.
going on? Jello does hit top pair.
Whoa, Jello's in there also?
Well, by the time it gets to him, he's closing action into a huge pot, and he's only got to call 50 into a $250 pot. So he's getting 5 to 1 on his money with a suited king.
Yeah, and he has just flopped top pair against Nick's bottom set. And we know
So
Jello.
rough.
Jello well aware that Nick can be in there blasting with anything.
Nick could have an Uno card and a napkin right now.
Yeah, and that's how that style works out for you, is that
Yeah.
you give action, and then all of a sudden you have the goods and
Yeah.
you get all the action.
Yep. You know, especially if Jack hits like a deuce,
Ooh, it'd be over all the money.
a 9.
Still a pretty good card for Jack.
Yeah, he can hit a king or wow,
Oh, boy.
max pressure. And Jello's like, is this happening?
Man, and this is what happens when you're in there with these hands.
Yeah.
He calls for 25, then calls a 3 bet for 75. And now all of a sudden, when he was just thinking, oh, I've got a pretty good hand,
Yeah.
I can call for 25. Now your whole stack is being asked to put in the middle.
I think the king
The weak hand.
with the weak 2 deuce kicker might save him $700-800, but it's against Nick. How do you fold against Nick? He's like, okay, you might accidentally have a king, you bet and then called, so you might have king queen, you might have king 10, you know.
Oh, man, probably also thinks Nick could very easily have like 2 diamonds here.
Naked ace. There's so much that Nick could have. Put Nick on a hand once.
And I wonder if in this moment Jello is actually able to try and dissect what he thinks Nick has, or if he's only thinking about, how did I end up in this situation?
Right?
You can see in his face, he's just like, what did I get myself into?
He's like, okay, let's play poker. What are we doing here?
And yes, guys, that is Jello from Next Gen Poker. He is in the grinder right now with Mr. Nick 6, making the set after raising. Oh,
He
and
does
Jello
call.
calls.
He's like, okay, I need a king or a 9.
Yeah, he's got 12% equity. Nick's got the goods, and you see Jello's face.
Doesn't do it. All
And
done.
Nick's going to scoop a huge one here.
Yeah.
Oh, no fun. Jello
Another
has to
2K
push all
pot.
those chips into the middle.
Yeah.
And you can see there Nick's stack growing considerably. Woo!
So Streamlabs doesn't like long sentences, so I didn't even get a chance to read that
Yeah.
before Streamlabs deleted it.
Yeah, that was a question about buy-in strategy, which I'd be happy to read it and answer it. I'm sorry, Kai, that they cut you off there. Eddie said he's going to, or maybe it was Tiny, actually, saying he's going to go in and adjust those settings a little
Yeah.
bit. Because we had a couple of really nice messages come in tonight.
And all of a sudden they get deleted because Streamlabs like,
Oh, yeah.
that's a long message. We don't like it.
One of them was literally listing all of the reasons why our stream is better than other
Wow.
alternatives.
And Streamlabs, the bot said, I don't like this long message.
Insta.
Oh. So Nick's
Oh
got
my
middle
gosh.
pair, king kicker, Big Brother, R.I.P. me. Big Brother's got top pair, king kicker. That leaves Nick with 2 outs. He needs a 5 or a 5. Nice little bet. Nick makes it 15. Big Brother makes it 45. Deuce on the turn. Doesn't change anything. 3K max by fairly shallow. Niner.
I would say yes, that's beatable. That's my short answer. I wouldn't play loose. You say you play wide pre. That would make me think it's less beatable because the rake's going to impact you more.
Yeah.
But I would say yes, it is beatable. I mean, if you're playing, let's say, a game like at a casino, like is it beatable to play, let's say 1-3 when there's a $6 max rake, which is a very common
Pretty standard.
rake strategy? Yeah, that would be 2 big blinds. And you can only buy into those games for, let's say, 150 or 200 big blinds. So if you're able to buy in for a 3K max, that's 150 big blinds. Pretty similar to what you might find at a casino. And if you can beat 2 big blind rake at the casino, you could beat it in a home game. I would keep a very, very close eye out because many home games have a reputation for sneaking more out of the pot than what they are supposed to.
They tell you something and then they take
Yeah,
something.
exactly. They say 25, and then next thing you know, it's 50.
You're not paying attention.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Those
extra
dealers
green
got
chip
fast
is
hands.
gone. So Big Brother bets 20 with his gut shot, folds around to Tran, who calls with top pair. King comes out. He still has just the gut shot. And he does fold the best hand. All right.
And they're in the
Well
yellow
played, Big
hat.
Brother.
In the yellow hat there, joining the game in the 6th seat, that is Mr. Chris Linza, my best friend.
Yeah.
I did not know he was going to be in this game, so
Fun.
that makes it a lot of fun to watch.
The other Nick Morgan says home games are scam city. I don't know enough about Texas poker to know that.
Yeah, obviously it's totally dependent on the
Yeah.
people running the games.
Yeah, I
and
mean everything's a scam if it can be.
yeah, for sure. So I would agree with the sentiment that there are a lot of scams that go down in home games, but also would not agree with the sentiment that all home games are scams.
So what is the advantage of playing at a home game when you have Poker House right here taking no rake, paying $13 an hour? That's like
You can't beat it.
Yeah, that's like if you win one pot every 2 hours in your game, you're paying more than if you play here for 2 hours.
For sure. And we do occasionally have big games like that.
Oh, for sure. All the time we do. Friday we do. If you want to get into a big game, is that the advantage? Is that the games are bigger at a home game?
I mean, some people really like the atmosphere of it feeling
Okay.
like very exclusive. You get like a lot of game girls is what they call them. So like girls that do massaging and
Okay.
waitressing and stuff.
Okay.
And it's like a little bit more of a like high stakes
little
vibe.
VIP.
Yeah, VIP. You've got
Got
like
it.
a really good looking girl maybe wearing a very cute
Negligee,
dress. Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Okay.
Massaging these guys. They get to take
Friendly.
their shirt off at the table and get massaged by the girls.
All right, we don't allow that here.
Yeah, they're drinking all night
So-
and getting kind of wild. So.
All right. And we're okay. All right. I get it.
But for me personally,
It depends on what you're looking for, I guess.
yeah, for sure.
If
That
you're
would-
looking for a serious poker game or a fun poker game versus, wow, Big Brother flops all of it.
oh yeah,
6 bet 20.
And your buddy Chris with 2 9s on the board, he's not too worried. He might be afraid of the ace, but he's drawing to less than 1%. They need runner 8-8. That didn't do it. Actually, he needs that 4th 9 on the river to chop it.
yeah, and that was really interesting by Big Brother to like see that 9 peel off, and now all of a sudden you go from thinking you got the hand on lockdown to thinking the most likely thing that he's got is a hand I can't beat. Yeah, and Kai mentioning that some of the big high stakes live games at the casinos even they'll do time rake instead of raking the pot.
Right.
And it's much more affordable, I think.
5
So yeah, the home game's definitely a give and take. For me, it's way more take from their side, so I don't go to them.
Right.
Just not worth it. But
I've heard, and I don't know, I can't confirm this. Do they have cater steak dinners and lobster and all that good
Some
stuff?
places do,
That's
yeah.
why they justify taking so much rate,
Oh, yeah.
because the amenities are so much better there.
Exactly.
All right.
especially for like what he's talking about,
Yeah.
if it's a 10-20 game or something like that.
Right.
And you usually have like 2 or 3 guys that are regulars and they're big business guys.
Yeah.
And you kind of expect every time you go in that there's going to be these
The
2 or 3
whales.
guys that are willing to spend $30,000 or something.
Okay.
And yeah,
That's fun.
for sure. It's like I said, not worth it to me because there are so many great options to choose from, like Poker House of Dallas, where you can
love
come
it.
in and find a game
That's my favorite
24/7.
place. I'm here, not quite 24/7. We're nearing the end of our stream. I'm gonna throw another 100 to everybody who's stuck with us that entire hour.
Oh yeah.
Loyalty points add to all viewers. 100 more. Bink.
Want to see you guys gambling
There you
in the
go,
chat
guys.
box. We see Mr. Regis joining the 2-seat there.
He'll play all games. He just loves to play. And he crushes the stream.
Yes, he does.
Every time he's on there, he crushes it.
He plays like every hand and then
He-
just wins and wins.
I want to see a heads up between Mr. Regis and Nick, and just those guys just hit everything. 2 luckiest guys in poker.
2 check. 5 check. 7 bet 15. 8 call. 1 fold.
Got 22 of you guys in the chat with us.
Love it.
Appreciate you joining for some late night poker action. Late night 125 live stream. This is a pre-recorded live stream, so we are going through pretty quickly. Got it edited down so that
was
there
a
is no
quick
dead
hour.
time.
We saw a lot of hands
Yeah,
in an
yeah,
hour.
we
That
did.
was a quick hour.
8 call.
Can hardly believe it's been an hour already. We'll probably get 1 more hand in, maybe 2, if they're quick. If you guys enjoy this, we've got a few more hours in the can. Thank you, Cup.
4 fold.
Oh, you know Nick's going to be in there with a beauty like this.
Yeah.
Is he going to raise or call?
5 6 fold. 7 fold.
Raisey daisy.
Yeah, Raisy Daisy.
1 fold.
Action's gonna fold around.
2 call.
Nick has had a great hour. He is now sitting on a big, beautiful $3,000 stack.
Yep, he
3 fold.
And Regis with suited and connected cards. He's not going anywhere. We'll take a flop, and it's a whiff for both of them, so probably first aggressive action is going to take this one down. With Nick being the pre-flop aggressor, I'm guessing it's going to go check, bet, and then fold.
It feels like it feels like Regis plays pretty straightforward when he check raises you. He always has it, just from the outside looking in.
6 fold.
Oh, so we lost a player, and Regis, who has bad eyesight, wants to sit closer to the flop. He's usually gets the 1 or the 9. He's in the 4 right now, which gives him a better view of the flop. The 2, 3, 7, 8. He doesn't like those seats.
No, it's 2. I mean, it's just 5. You're in for 2.
Nick with the Q and the Q.
4 call. 5 raise.
Wow.
Thank you, Kai.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
That was.
Sorry you got blitzed there for the long message again.
At least I read it this time.
Yeah, dude, I
appreciate
knew that was
Kai.
about to happen.
It's like, oh no, they got too many words in that. All right, I gotta shut Streamlabs down. Let me see if I can click on anything to. I don't. I'm gonna have to go into YouTube settings.
Yeah, we're gonna get that
and
fixed.
tone him down. That
Next
guy,
week, Kai, when I'm in here on Sunday, I want you to just write me a full paragraph, my man.
and see what happens.
Yeah, because we're gonna get that fixed.
Adrian flops a flush draw with backdoor straight draw. Nick leads out for 100. Oh, in the 3B, third blind. I was like, what's 3B? It's a third blind. Small blind, big blind, third blind. Just a call. Any spade. That doesn't do it. Oh, now I was gonna say that takes away the queen of spades, but she does have the queen of spades.
Yeah, and she's only got 200. She had $440 left,
Yep.
but now
She
bets
leads out for
200 of it. Very interesting as she check calls the flop and then now decides to take a lead line when the 10 comes in. I mean, I like the play.
I like it.
She's representing a 10.
She bets 200 into a $300 pot.
Nick scoops up his cards like he's thinking about folding. That would surprise me, but she is repping a hand that's better than his.
Yeah, she's definitely got a 10 here in my mind.
And Nick's piecing it together. She's only got 400 total, so if he wants to play for it all, it doesn't cost him that
You
much
know what
more.
it was, though? The action tracker was off. She checked. He bet 200, and she called.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Now she leads on
Once
the
she
end,
misses.
and Nick's not going
Yeah.
nowhere. I was wondering there on the turn.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
is he thinking
wow,
about folding?
Great call. No. The action tracker was off. It went check, bet, call. He missed the check, so he just went bet, call.
Wow, and then she gets a king on the end, which could be a scare card to the 2 queens, but I think she just didn't have enough money.
No, not when there's 800 out there.
Yeah, kind of surprised she decided to riff that, but Nick's not going anywhere and scoops another big one. And look at this. He is sitting on 40% of the chips in play.
He's almost up to $4,000. I think in her mind, oh, we're done. That's an hour, guys.
Okay.
I think in her mind, that last hand, she can't win at all. Let's pop up this one quick. Bink.
Boom, here we are.
So she
sit up straight. Sorry about that.
Yep. Oh yeah. So she can't win at all. You know, she had the draw. She had, she tried, and at the end, she's like, "I just lost this hand. How can I get all that money?"
For sure.
The only way is I'm all in and scare you off.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Just not enough left, I think.
There wasn't enough left.
If she hadn't made that move on the turn,
Yeah. If she,
I don't think Nick's going to fold 2 queens.
but it would have been. I would have liked it more.
Yeah. And she would still have a chance to win at that point.
Yeah, I agree. And they could have ran it twice. She'd get 2 chances. I mean, just like, what if, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Sure.
But that's it for tonight, guys.
Hey, let's pop up these final chip counts, too, because I think there was one right at the end
Okay.
here.
Well, right there, that's the...
That's from the start.
Oh, that's just... Nope, okay. Well, go ahead and... Oh, yeah, because Nick's at 1100. Go ahead and press play, grab that, drag it all the way over.
Okay, there we go. Cool. Yeah, let's go to these final
right.
chip counts. And nope.
Little...
I'll have to do it this way. We can watch the end of this hand again.
Yeah, we'll see it right now. He has 3,700,
Yeah,
I
look at
think.
Nick scooping in all those red birds.
Nice.
There we
it is.
go.
Bink.
Okay, we
I'll
can pause
it.
this up where Nick has a dominating chip lead.
$1,000 max buy-in. He has another hour to play. This is
go.
only hour 2.
Oh, there's more coming.
There's a third hour. It was a 3-hour session, and this is hour 2. This is probably actually hour 2.5 because I cropped out all that stuff
Okay,
and fit it
gotcha.
into 1 hour. So we probably have like maybe 45 minutes left of this session that we can save for another day.
Awesome. Well, congrats to Mr. Nick, who had a great little run here. Thank you to all of you guys for joining us tonight for a little late night bonus coverage.
It was fun.
Oh, had a great time, Nick.
Super
Thanks for
fun.
joining us here in the booth. And we will catch you next time.
Yes. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. See ya.